Hello and welcome to anyone that's watching.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
Hold up, I forgot one thing to do. And the one thing I forgot to do was to make sure to promote this live stream. At least,
What's with that getup of yours anyway? I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worried.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
yeah,
Wanna arrest the kid?
that is
So I
such
gave
a
him a test
joke.
and he wouldn't forget.
I like you. but I like you.
Seem distracted. We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hunk.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking. You better not get blood on this car.
And here we are, another on the murder scene of this case.
Second floor. Apartment 6. Back.
Thanks.
Let's see, so Naked City is what this case is called. Alright, so it's second floor, not this floor. That's how it's all wide open.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug? Can we get on?
Relax. 26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by a cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynolds. She called me.
We heard Carruthers things.
Carruthers likes to make work. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falling asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
You mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Right ahead.
Looks like barbiturates.
I don't know if that means that they're placebos. A Chinese woman on an Asian, like Chinese or Asian woman on the tin.
Barbiturates. What else is rattling around in this thing?
Aha.
We should speak to a doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster. Quality English smoking jacket. Anyone under 45 would wear one.
Phelps?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I took a look?
Be my guest. Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly.
So yes, even at the vice desk, like the first time you start seeing dead bodies is when you're like homicide and beyond.
Black sapphire.
But of course, when let's just say that
Bruising on the forearms and these like bite marks.
yeah, that's weird that there's bite marks.
Eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her on and injected her. Put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
It's been a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out. If you find the syringe, it would make my theory.
Morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought cigarettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
This is her in the photo? It's something else.
I don't think this is any use to us.
Maybe she's having trouble with some boys, huh? Got her heart broken. Couldn't take it. So she ran herself a bath and down some pills, and then she just drifted off.
I don't know. Julie, she always had so much fire.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julie. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, man. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order.
Let's see, the victim's state of mind.
Stressed about something. Upset.
No more than normal.
By the way that she's looking around, it's a little bit doubtable. Okay, so because of how she's kind of being like, I am not thinking that she's telling the full-on truth. So just in case. Wait, hold up. Oh, they do have DLC cases section. Ah, so right now we're on another DLC. Cause the DLC does help to extend the, the DLCs do help to extend the desk case, and I guess people didn't like it that the Vice desk was so short. So in this complete edition, the Vice desk is longer. Like it's pretty much on the same length as the other desks. Naked City's Vice case in LA Noir is a pre-order bonus courtesy of So hold up, they have this here, but they don't have like anything of. Hold up. So out of all this, they don't have a walkthrough for. Like I'm just wanting to look at a walkthrough just to make sure I get the the answers right. My bit of a question is why hasn't anyone ever bothered to try to show off gameplay of this game at 60 frames, like an actual 60 frames and not like console quality.
This is why I stopped shopping on Amazon, and you should too. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
Also, I do not claim any kind of right or whatever to GJ series videos. I'm just looking at the video here just to look at
Second floor.
you know,
She called it in.
something like I'm thinking a lie, but let's see what the actual correct answer is.
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any.
If I'm hungry enough, guys, I may get up and get some more ramen.
Classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
It spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syringe. It would make my theory.
The morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who...
Something. What?
He lived like a movie. His mom.
Smoking jacket.
Ed.
Mrs. Reynoldsson. Julia. Did Miss Randall have many friends? Is it?
I'm not sure. She lived like a movie. Always knew.
Her room. She was taking. What are you hiding here?
No more than normal.
What are you
Yep,
hiding?
I knew it. For that question, it's definitely up the alley of a lie.
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynolds? Julie was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hold up, I have to alt tab just My best. Let's see here. I think. Let's see. Um. I don't know why in the world other evidence is crossed out. But I'm guessing the sleeping pills is the answer. Let's see what the actual answer is.
Mrs. Reynolds. Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
She was taking.
Yep, knew it has to be the sleeping pills.
She was taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep. You must have seen them in her room.
The things she hid in there. I don't know how she supported herself. Always new clothes and jewelry. She lived like a movie star. A princess. Does modeling really pay that well?
Miss Randall have many friends visit.
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Barbiturates. Did Miss Randall have many friends? Is it?
Well,
Did Miss Randall have many friends? Is it?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Randall?
Oh dang! Since we got since this woman likes to be like the snake, lying all the time.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynolds? Julia had men stay here.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I knew the smoking jacket had to be the proof to undo her lie. I'm just playing LA Noir game or Mafia games because so far, I was like way earlier. I was just doing a little bit of a live stream of Vice City, but like I said, I'm just taking a break from from any kind of open world games where you have a phone and you're like I'm just playing games where phones are not exactly existing and plus it's not all the time that I play games like this or
Perfectly fine.
well, I consider this game or the Mafia games a bit similar. Okay, where I think that's another doubter lie. This lady is filled of lies.
You're hiding something, Mrs. Reynolds. There's something about Julia's past that you don't want to tell me.
How do you come to that conclusion, young man? What makes you think I know anything about her past?
Let's see her, but is it the truth? Is she really lying? Or am I just assuming she's lying?
Wilson, Julia had men stay here.
I will not speak ill of...
Where would we find him?
I'm sorry.
What was it like? Mrs. Reynolds?
Okay, so again, so instead of I should back out then.
I made a mistake. Mrs. Reynolds, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all. She wanted it down quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. The way it's turned out, though.
This lady apparently doesn't like to spill out the truth at all.
One of the other detectives will take your statement and then you can Rusty. We'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. And you get some guys to run down the jacket.
You think Carruthers has called it right? He rarely gets it wrong. I don't know. I'm with Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
Let me just check my little note. This thing right here. Wait a minute. It's like we're still in our apartment, so. Did we get everything though?
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
That's weird. No note on the inside. Aha.
Been a model inside.
Good thing I thought to check back. This gives further evidence of.
It's a place to start. Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Nothing blank.
This is going to help us.
Let's see here. Now let me check the notebook. It seems like there's still some clues that we can get here. Nah, none of that stuff there will help. Yeah, I don't think anything at the ironing board would help. Let's. That's odd. The notebook doesn't have this place crossed out, but yet so far it does seem like we got all the evidence we can get. We may have to just leave this apartment, because so far it doesn't seem. Yeah, after gathering a bit extra evidence, time for us to vamoose. You know, get going. Later on, I'll, depending on how much I feel to do this, I'll be doing LA Noir. I mean, sure, later on we'll be Mafia 2, but it all depends on how I feel. If I feel like I could just stream just a stream and not give a care about viewership, then yes, it would be more of this.
Galloway, quite a little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Murkowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed
notice you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing off his lunch.
Dude, this is really catching at me. Like, we selected this. What the? I thought I selected this place as a destination.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain here. Leave me alone.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julie Red.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about this woman?
I guess how he has his practices turning, you know, a rented apartment into a practice.
Well, did you know this Red? Really at all? She only been a patient 6 months or so?
I'll hit doubt.
You didn't like her, did you?
It's a question of life, detective.
She was a
Didn't answer that one right.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
She didn't appear to have a weight problem.
She had a self-esteem problem. Miss Randall felt her only control over her life was through her appearance.
We often find the more obstructive people tend to be, Dr. Stoneman, the more they have to hide.
Alright, let's retry that. The one thing about only noir that kind of gets you is when you want to redo an interrogation, that you'd have to, and sometimes you have to go through already so much just to get to a certain point.
Doctor in this town, advice would be able to work half days.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Your investigation is much more important than my psychiatry.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
How well did you know Ms. Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Let's see what the video has to say about.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
How well did you know Ms. Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Julia Randall.
Well, there we have it. A lying doctor.
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
Prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
I didn't have to see the video for that. I knew to go for that thing.
She's been jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up. No. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine.
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
I think that's another lie. Since we're gonna be encountering so many liars.
Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Pills at night. Loss.
How can you? Benzedrine is addictive.
Oh, it's not okay. So we just doubt it.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. Be in touch.
Once we're down there, we'll be selecting the next location. Time to get to the drugstore.
The old boy's lying.
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when he said she was dead. It's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
Have you noticed how Croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
Hold on, guys.